You know, tennis is actually pretty exhilarating. You gotta have good hand-eye coordination. So when you're hitting it back to the Esau, the devil Satan, he's smacking that shit right back at you. Or the 2/3. But what if this? But what if that? How could you do this? How could you do that? And you're just bang, bang.
That's why it said, take heed of thy friends, because not every friend is the same. You don't know. You gotta be careful who you call a friend.
Read this one again. Ecclesiasticus 6:15. Nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is unvaluable.
So that's invaluable, meaning it's at the highest, at the toppest excellency.
Yeah. Let's say you have a Bitcoin, and you have the Bitcoin 10 years ago. That Bitcoin was worth $100. Right now, the Bitcoin is at its excellency. It's worth about $40,000.
Yeah.
Hey man, this scripture should remind you of things that you read in the scriptures. Because what's a good friend? Let's say Yahushua comes down and gives us a talent. The good friend is the one that got the talent and he said, hey, Yahushua made 5 talents with your 1 talent. Now you get 5 cities. And that's like, you can't match that. Who's gonna match that? And that's like you pork chop eating pastors out there. You guys can't match this.
Yeah. So having a faithful friend is like a treasure. So it's like a treasure. So we help buy our way out. We're each helping ourselves buy our way out.
That's that good friend that knows how to play the stock market, and he shows you how to do it. He shows you how to get $100,000.
Because right now we're in the pit, and we gotta buy our way out.
So back in the old days, in the 1800s in California, Chinese people would come from Asia, and they would change their names and get branded, and they would be sold to another Chinese person that owns them. So they have to lose their identity. So when you're trying to buy this, you got to change your identity. You can't be that old person, because that old person's not going to know how to work the stock market. The old person's going to be like, you gave me a talent, but I put it in the ground. I didn't use it.
So you got to buy your way out.
It's like, and then in the stock market, if you don't know how to work it, you're not going to make money. So the Lord gave He gave everybody the equal amount, but you were supposed to get a return. So the one that got 10 talents, he was doing business. He was working hard. He knew how to do it. So let's say, because the scriptures, because we were reading it earlier, you said someone that knows how to communicate well. Well, Matthew was a tax collector. He knew how to talk to people. Luke was a physician. He knew how to talk to people. And the rest were fishermen and regular Joes. Paul was a Pharisee or Pharisees. So those 3 had the most to say, and that's why they had a lot to say. Those people could teach others and to work like them. So Paul taught everybody the way he learned. Man, those brothers knew what? Greek, Hebrew, the Old Testament, the New Testament. They were breaking down scriptures. So that's what we got to do. See, and this is the talent. We got to break it down. And you Negroes know how to break shit down. Let's look at the crack game.
The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're smart. That's why they're drug dealers.
They can make $1 million, $1 billion. without anybody knowing. But Esau will know. There's this documentary on Netflix. It's about crack. And I didn't know this, but did you know Michael Jordan had a rival in basketball in college? Eyeing something. He was just as good as Michael Jordan. He could have been better than him. We could have been talking about him. The shoes that we see wouldn't have been Jordans, it would have been him. But guess what? He smoked crack cocaine for the first time, and he had a heart attack and he died. The Lord could take you out. You need that. Did he have a good friend? Hell no, he didn't have a good friend. Nobody was his friend. Nobody told him, look, man, you got a good career ahead of you. Don't do this. Don't. You'll thank me later. Yahushua did that to us, and he saved us. So we're thanking him now. But that guy, he could have been the next Michael Jordan or the better than Michael Jordan. But all he did was take a hit of that crack. Which lets you know that the spirits of death, they don't give a fuck about who you are or where you're going. Or even Yahushua doesn't care what you're doing. But I was going to be this great basketball player, Yahushua. Let's jazz down just a second. That's good. Good boys?
Next one.
All right.
Might be the last one.
Ecclesiasticus 6:16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai shall find him.
So a faithful friend is the medicine of life. You know, that's why we're like the doctors, you know. If you don't know any knowledge, wisdom, or understanding of the scriptures, we're gonna fix you, you know, because we got all the tools, you know, just like how a doctor has, he got all the machines, you know, to fix you, you know. We could put you on a machine and we could figure out what's wrong with you. You know?
Man, because it's not easy to heal yourself, but you have to give yourself time. And let's say if the missiles start dropping, there's not going to be any time.
So right now, you know, we're sick. You know, we're sick because we're living this evil life. You know, all around us is evil. So we need the medicine, which is the hopeful elect. You know, the ones who are teaching the truth about the Bible.
Yep. So this is why we have to do it. This is Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so be true. He's coming back. He's coming back. You got more?
And then to finish it off, it says, a faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai shall find him. So we're out here because we fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and we're looking for that medicine, you know?
Speaking of medicine, I used to be sickly. He used to be sickly.
That's right. We used to be sick all the time, like.
Sick all the fucking time.
But you know, we can't remember when the last time we've been sick, and we're grateful for that, you know.
The water, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
You know, the water, we appreciate, you know, the blessings that somehow the angels are protecting us from getting sick, you know, especially with all this COVID going around. You know,
people are getting sick. Okay, because we had that the brother Caleb get sick. My sister got sick. Her daughter got sick, and then my other sister's whole house got sick. But guess what?
Yeah.
How B'Shem Yahushai protects you.
Everybody around us keeps getting sick. You know.
People are taking the jab left and right all around us, and they're trying to make us take it. Are you going to take it? You going to take it? That's peer pressure.
Well, we keep telling you, you know, your strength, you know, is from the scriptures. You know, our strength comes from the scriptures. That's why we able to be defended.
Right.
See? You know, so with that, you know, we hope it's edifying. All praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone Camps for teaching us the truth of the Bible. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered around the world.
Shalom.
Shalom.